Hi, my name is Alessandra Massa, and I'm a sophomore at St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Austin, Texas, and this is my video on why next year could be the best school year ever. At school, I participate in the dive team of one, which is only me, and I've been a varsity cheerleader for the past 2 years. I also compete with competitive cheerleading outside of school, and have been for the past 10 years. The most rewarding thing in my life is the work that I get to do with youth in foster care. My mom actually introduced me to working with youth in foster care. When she was a baby, she was adopted, and so she now helps the kids who weren't as lucky to be adopted as she was, that are actually growing up in the foster care system. She has co-founded 2 different organizations that I work a lot with today. The first one is the Constellation Foundation, and the second one is the Felix organization. They both have the same main goal as to connect youth in foster care with resources in their area, to make the group of 2% of the kids in foster care who actually graduate from college to a larger percentage, to change the statistic. It's really important to us because the only thing that can actually break the cycle of child after child being put into foster care is to educate them. In the summer, the Felix organization and the Constellation Foundation put on 2 different summer camps for kids that are in foster care. I have been a junior counselor at both of them. I've been a junior counselor at the Felix organization for 2 years and a junior counselor at the Constellation Foundation for 1 year. We organized a fundraiser where our local congressman actually got to come speak, and it was really cool because I think it showed all of the kids and parents that were there that you can join something like this, like a junior board, and you can really help out. You can be a kid and you can actually make a difference in someone's life. Our local congressman came to talk about child abuse and the really messed up foster care system in Texas, and how he's going to personally move bills and advocate to change it. And so that was really cool to see that something like a junior board could have persuaded him and gotten him to speak out about it. I bring my enthusiasm, my tenacity, and my self-driven personality all the way to SMUS. I'm not just a leader on the field, I'm a fierce advocate for children everywhere I go. If chosen to represent SMUS on the blogs and webisodes, I would love to use my passion for Canada and writing to show people the Canada that I love. I would love the opportunity to come to SMUS and make a huge Texas-sized difference. Next year would be the best year ever because I'd be thousands of miles closer to my dream of living in Canada and going to McGill, and would be living amongst my favorite people, Canadians. 2 years ago, I went on spring break and went on a trip and met tons of Canadians and fell in love with your country. And then the next summer, I went all the way from Texas to Victoria, and then took a train all the way across Canada and ended in Toronto. And I fell in love with everything Canadian. I've done tons of research. So you want to be Canadian? How to be a Canadian? The American in Canada. How to move to Canada. Back at my school in Texas, I'm known for being obsessed with Canada. My obsession led to me writing the Prime Minister of Canada a Christmas card and sending it from my school. 3 months later, bam, I got this letter back from him, the Prime Minister, saying thank you so much for the greeting that I sent him and wishing me my best luck in the rest of school. I sent him a Christmas card telling him all about my obsession with Canada and how much I love it, and my hopes to go to McGill one day. He also sent me this really cool signed picture of him. Many people would be terrified to move thousands of miles away from home and live in a foreign country, but not me. I belong in Canada, and I'd be so lucky to call SMUS home. I love Canada!
All right, what do you want to say to all these people? I love Canada.
To the Great White North.